People who need people are the luckiest people in the world. Barbara Streisand talking about Hollywood, of course, where everyone has people, in the sense of my people will get in touch with your people. Other people, meanwhile, don't need people. Whole days and weeks go by where they don't even talk to people. Let's meet the teams. On my right, Ian Wallace, retired accountant and bee inspector, who works to eradicate bee diseases and is trying to restore the population of the native black bee. Josh Spiro, a classics graduate who once hopped up and down on one leg in front of Bianca Jagger. And their captain, Mark Wallace, a political journalist who beat the band AC/DC at a pub quiz in Northumberland. United by their hive minds, they are the Beekeepers. Now, Mark, you beat the Scunthorpe Scholars in your first game. What advice have you given your teammates tonight?
Always the best advice. Wine before beer, you'll feel queer. Beer before wine, you'll feel fine.
Excellent advice. Let's hope it stands you in good stead. You are facing tonight on my left Helen Thomas, a PPE graduate who has written a French language poem about Eric Cantona's famous flying kick. Robert Colville, an author who was once ejected from a pub because of his perceived resemblance to Jesus. And their captain, Robert McElveen, a history and politics graduate who enjoys setting himself fish-based culinary challenges. United by a passion for policy, they are the Policy Wonks. Now, you won your opening heat against the Maltsters. How are you feeling about tonight's game?
Well, we've done some stretches in the car park. We're feeling flexible. We're ready to quiz.
Excellent. There's not many of our quizzes that actually can do stretches, so you're miles ahead already. We're going to start by playing round one. What is the connection between four apparently random clues? Beekeepers, you won the toss, but you've decided to put your opponents in first. Nasty work. Policy Wonks, you will be choosing the first question. Which is it to be?
Lion, please.
Lion. OK. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
OK. Next, please.
Is it noun? No.
Next, please.
Oh, hang on, so that's got no gap and a lowercase o. Any
Camel
thoughts on
has two humps. Should we get the final one?
Yeah, get the final one, come on.
Next, please.
Oh, it's the characters which are... No.
3 seconds.
No, it's the characters which connect them, but it's not.
That's not it. Beekeepers, do you know?
Are these typographic terms? No.
That's not it. Do you know now?
It's a case.
They are cases. I'm surprised with so many professional writers here. I suppose that's what subs are for, isn't it? That's what subs are for. Yes, case type. So only connect at the beginning there. Title case. You would capitalise the first letters in title case. In sentence case, you wouldn't. Camel case is when you squidge the words up with a capital letter. And only underscore connect. That is snake cased. So no points there, although well spotted a bit too late. Beekeepers, what would you like?
The horned viper, please.
The horned viper. OK. Oh, it's the music question. What do these clues have in common? Here's the first.
At your command, before you here I stand.
Next, please.
November Rain.
Guns N' Roses.
So this was the Suicide Tangos and
It was Mascot and Tango. This is November Rain. November Rain. Next, please.
Hotel California by the Eagles. Hotel California.
Do you want to go next?
What's the song from?
And November Rain.
3 seconds.
They are all songs that start with a letter in the alphabet. A for Alpha, B for Bravo.
I'm going to give you the point. We'd call it the NATO alphabet. That's absolutely right. Yes, it's... well, we didn't actually hear Bravo. What did we hear?
So we had the Masochism Tango, T for Tango,
Yep.
November Rain, and for November...
Hotel California.
That's right. You didn't need to hear Papa Don't Preach would have been the next one. But yes, T Tango, N November, C California, P Papa. It's the NATO alphabet. Well done. Policy Wonks, what would you like?
Eye of Horus, please.
The Eye of Horus. What is the connection between these picture clues? Here's the first.
Mr. T, B.A. Baracus, but I think he's... Is he? Yeah, so he's one of the two. Yeah.
Next, please.
George Orwell.
Next, please.
Yeah.
Comedian.
Real names or...
BA's, George Orwell. Did they give a name to something? No.
Next,
William.
please.
Who's on?
Sting.
3 seconds.
All have the middle name Arthur.
They do not all have the middle name Arthur. We'll go over to the Beekeepers for a possible bonus point.
They are all best known by their pseudonym.
I mean, do you think you would take Ramesh Ranganathan as a pseudonym?
I don't know, maybe he's got another character by night.
I mean, it's a beautiful name, but it's really, that's got to be your birth name. It's not B.A. Baracus, it's Mr. T, of course, which I think is his birth name. I think that is his birth name. George Orwell, Ramesh Ranganathan, and, of course, every beekeeper's favourite musician, Sting. All former teachers.
Oh, that was my alternative.
That's what that is. Mr. T was a gym teacher. You'd do what he told you, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you do that? George Orwell taught in a private school, absolutely hated it. Ramesh Ranganathan, what did he teach?
Drama.
He was a maths teacher. And Sting was a primary school teacher for a couple of years back in the day. All former teachers. So no bonus point Beekeepers, but you may choose a question.
Water, please.
Water. OK. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Next, please. Jeeves.
Very well done. After 2 clues, you get 3 points. They are Jeeves books. Didn't need The Inimitable and Right Ho. Tell me about those books. What's interesting about Ring for Jeeves?
I've never read any. Is that the one where he's introduced? Is it the first one?
I'm sorry. You've never read any?
No.
You've never read a Jeeves book?
No.
Why? What have you been doing?
I'm on Twitter 24/7.
This
I
is
have nothing else to do.
disastrous. Anyone over there hasn't read a Jeeves book? You haven't read a Jeeves book? What have you read?
Well, lots of other things.
None of anything is worth anything compared to this. I'm almost tempted to stop the quiz right now while you both go away and read The Inimitable Jeeves and come back. What's interesting about Ring for Jeeves is that Bertie Wooster isn't in it. Jeeves is on loan to a different family. I won't tell you about the others because I don't want to spoil it. You've got a massive treat ahead. Let me tell you, the greatest books ever written in English. I'm serious. Very well done, though. You get the points. And Policy Wonks, what would you like?
Twisted Flax, please.
The Twisted Flax. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Tribulations.
Yeah, it was the Argo.
Okay. Next, please.
Okay, well, interesting.
But it was... are these all things which were rebuilt? They've had different lineups?
Oh, different lineups.
Because it reconstructed... Yeah, should we give that? What? Yeah.
Are they all things that have been reconstructed?
You also get 3 points for coming in after 2 clues. Very well done. They have had their original components replaced. Didn't even need to see the next 2 clues. Talk me through what we're looking at.
Well, Theseus's ship was the Argo, which I dimly remember was shipwrecked, and then they had to get the timbers together and rebuild it. And, of course, the Sugar Babes have been through about 27 different lineups.
It wasn't the Argo, but otherwise right. Yes, recorded by Plutarch. That's the original one that they talk about. You know, is it still the same ship if all the original components have been replaced? The Sugar Babes, remind me of the original lineup.
It was Mutia, Buenakisha, Buchanan, Siobhan, Donnelly?
I mean, I was joking. Siobhan Donaghy, apparently. Now I see why you haven't been reading any Jeeves books. My goodness. Replaced, of course, by...
That's probably the point at which I
Heidi.
Heidi Allen? No, she's an MP.
Heidi Range. Heidi, Amel and Jade replaced them. And George Washington's axe, that's a sort of apocryphal story about the axe head and the handle were changed so many times. And Trigger in Only Fools and Horses, the great Roger Lloyd Pack, of course, he once said that his broom had 17 new heads and 14 new handles. All been reconstructed. Well done. Beekeepers, you will have the 2 reads. It's the only question left. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Should I say next? Why is it capital instead? Next, please. Springfield. Next, please. These are state capitals for which the letters of the state abbreviation have been removed from the name.
Very well quizzed. I like this question. Tell me in a little more detail about each clue.
Albany.
So, yes, we have Albany, New York, Springfield,
Illinois,
yeah, Sacramento, California, and Indianapolis, Indiana.
That's right. So Albany is the capital of New York. Its abbreviation is NY. We've taken NY out of it to get Alba, and so on for all the clues. Very well spotted. That means at the end of round 1, the Policy Wonks have 3 points. The Beekeepers have 7. Time for round 2 now. The sequence is round, and Policy Wonks, you'll be going first again. Which question would you like?
Horned Viper, please.
The Horned Viper. Oh, it's a music sequence. You're going to be hearing the clues, and I want to know what kind of thing you'd expect to hear in 4th place. Your first musical clue is coming in now.
You're my baby, you're my pet. We fell in love on the night we met. You touching my hand, my heart went pop.
Next, please.
Great Balls of Fire now.
Whose name I never could pronounce. Said pity please the ones who
Next, please.
I have no idea. I don't think a second two. The first one sounded like Bobby Lee or something like that. Or it could be Jerry Lewis. Could it be the Titles?
3 seconds.
They're all songs about weapons.
What the 4th one, the sequence?
Unfortunately, I want to know what comes 4th in a
Sorry.
sequence. So, Beekeepers, there's a chance for possible bonus point.
Annie, get your gun.
No, you did hear Pete Wingfield, 18 with a bullet. Otherwise, they're not about weapons. You heard Johnny Burnett, you're 16. Janice Ian at 17. 18 with a bullet, and we wanted to hear something with 19 in it. For example,
Paul Hardcastle.
Paul Hardcastle, 19. The only good news I have for you is that that's not really a singable tune, so I can't really make you do it. Although you could complete the chorus for me. In World War II, the average age of the combat soldier was 26. In Vietnam, it was...
No, 19. 19.
Lovely, lovely. I feel like I really made that moving, didn't I? That description, I really did that. Beekeepers, what would you like next?
Twisted Flax, please.
Twisted Flax. What would come 4th in this sequence? Here's the first.
Next, please.
Nintendo DS. The 360 game.
Next, please.
These are police inspectors. Detective inspector.
DCI.
Is the right answer. And why is that?
Because these are detective police ranks in rising seniority.
That's right, now ascending ranks in the CID. Detective Constable, Detective Sergeant, Detective Inspector, and I wanted to hear Detective Chief Inspector, or DCI. Well done. Policy Wonks, what would you like next?
Eye of Horus, please.
The Eye of Horus. What would come 4th in this sequence? Here's the first.
Leap year. Twist on it.
Well,
Okay, fine.
Next, please. So, OK, so these are the 29th of February that don't have a... Because 1900 didn't happen, but 2000 did, so it would be 29th of February 2100. 29th of February 2100.
Correct. Very well done. And what's the reason?
They are years divisible by 4 in which there is not a leap day. Or shouldn't be a leap day.
That's right. Every so often they have to drop a leap year in order to catch up. And they did that in 1700, 1800, 1900, but 29th of February 2000 did happen. So the next one will be 29th of February 2100. Well done. You get the points there. Beekeepers, what would you like?
2 reads, please.
2 reads. Here's going to be picture clues. What kind of thing would you expect to see in the 4th picture? Here's the first.
I don't see an enemy. Or is it a... Next, please.
Australians, that John Kerr.
John Kerr's New Zealand, isn't he? Next, please. So that's the Forbidden City. No, there's a second.
3 seconds.
The flag of New South Wales.
That's not it. So, Policy Wonks, would you like to have a go for a bonus point?
A random guess. The map of North Korea.
Who do you think that is at clue 2?
We don't know.
We don't know.
It's the former Australian Prime Minister, Bob Hawke. We're looking at sponge, bob, square. And I want to hear a pair of pants. Unfortunately for you, pair of pants not currently the flag of New Zealand, so I could not give you the points. Policy Wonks, what would you like?
Lion, please.
Lion, OK. What will come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Okay, Liberal Prime Minister.
We don't know what sequence.
Yeah.
Next, please.
Is this?
Prime Ministers without a majority? No.
Or coalition.
Coalition Prime Ministers.
So
But no.
then...
So Chamberlain, Churchill, so 19...
Was Chamberlain?
Yeah. It was only because Ramsay MacDonald was the coalition prime minister.
Yeah, but then...
Are they re-elected?
So we should say next, just to make sure.
Next, please.
Oh.
Oh,
was
it's
it
coronations. You've got Ramsay's
Oh, yes,
coronations.
yeah.
So Churchill and... Yeah.
So, no, it's...
1952.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
1953, Churchill.
Not the answer, I'm afraid. So, Beekeepers, you've got the chance for a bonus point.
1952, Winston Churchill.
That, I'm afraid, is the answer. And why?
These are Prime Ministers at the time of a coronation.
At the time of accession.
Oh, sorry, the accession.
Yes, of royal ascension. So this is why you get Stanley Baldwin twice, because in 1936 there were 2 royal ascensions, because Edward VIII was never crowned, and then George VI. So I wanted to know the next royal ascension, that of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth, 1952. Winston Churchill was Prime Minister. So well done, you get the bonus point, and you get the final question of the round. Water. What will come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Oh, it's close. Next, please. Tennyson Avenue. Well, these are all kind of names poetic streets, but they must appear somewhere in sequence. What would the street have come? Next, please. Loads of joy. These are all. So it's going to be Byron. Literally, these are in
3 seconds.
Byron Place.
You see, that's just not a sequence, really, is it? You can't quite make that tight enough, I'm afraid. So there's a bonus chance for the Policy Wonks.
Shelley Street?
Sadly, no. Now, if you're going to tell me that, as well as not having read P.G. Wodehouse, you have never seen Reginald Perrin on the television, I'm going to be horrified. This is Reginald Perrin's walk to work. He walks along Coleridge Close, Tennyson Avenue, Wordsworth Drive to Station Drive. That means, at the end of round 2, the Policy Wonks have 6 points, the Beekeepers have 10. Time now for the connecting wall, and it'll be the Beekeepers who are going first this time. Would you like lion or water?
Lion Wall, please.
OK, 2.5 minutes to solve the lion wall, starting now.
So we've got tyres or motorbikes here, so I don't know. It's good.
Port Stanley, Port Harcourt,
Port Talbot,
and Port Elizabeth.
Port
Moresby. Port Moresby.
Yeah. Okay. We've also got the Calcutta Cup, the Ryder Cup.
Port Harcourt as well.
There's motorbikes in here as well. Okay, so what else have we got? Let's give it a minute in that case. So that's
Okay,
good.
it's fine.
Okay, so we've got the Calcutta Cup, the Ryder Cup,
Stanley Cup, Elizabeth Cup, Elizabeth Cup thing.
any other cups you can see there?
And the Melbourne Cup.
Okay, we've also got motorbikes as well. Let's have a quick look at the categories. Give us a second. Give us a second. So we've got Ducati, we've got Triumph, we've got Suzuki,
Stanley. Okay.
maybe Aprilia.
Okay.
Indians and motorbike.
Yeah, go on.
So Indian, Triumph, Ducati, Suzuki. No. Okay. Galore. Is this from? Oh, wait, these are Bond girls, aren't they?
Pussy Galore, Mary Goodnight, Honey Rider,
and
Suzuki.
Go for it. Okay, great. That's a great start. Okay. We've got 12. Okay, there must be one else another one in here somewhere. Oh yes, okay, great. Okay,
3 strikes now and 30 seconds.
So we've got. Let's try and make it.
Melbourne Cup,
Yeah.
Stanley Cup, Calcutta Cup.
The Fed Cup maybe.
No, we tried that.
Have we? What about
Triumph Cup?
is the Aprilia?
Maybe triple.
Okay, no, let's try Triumph Cup. You said. Okay, so
try it. I think
let's try it the other way. Motorbikes.
Liquid. Melbourne, Stanley, Calcutta. Ducati Cup.
Go for it. No, okay, let's try the motorbikes. Okay, so if we go Triumph.
No, I'm afraid the time is up and the wall has frozen.
Curses.
But you found 2 groups, and what about the connections? Suzuki, Ryder, Galore, Goodnight.
Surnames of Bond girls.
That's right. Kissy Suzuki, of course, the magnificently politically incorrect name of the lady in You Only Live Twice. And what about this green group starting Moresby?
Places with port.
Port Moresby, Port Harcourt, Port Elizabeth, Port Talbot, they are places that you can put port in front of. Well done. And you can still get connection points for the groups you didn't find, so let's resolve the wall. Here we go. Indian, Triumph, Ducati, Aprilia.
These are makes of motorcycle.
Those are the motorbike brands. And the turquoise group, Melbourne, Fed, Stanley, Calcutta.
They precede the word cup.
They precede cup in sports matches, yes. It was the Federation Cup, women's tennis. It's now the Fed Cup. So you found 2 groups and you gave me 4 connections. That is a total of 6. Let's bring in their opponents now, give them a new connecting wall and see what they can do about solving it. Policy Wonks, you'll be getting the water wall. The line's been taken. 2.5 minutes to solve it, starting now.
Things to start with.
So, Napoleon and Godfather.
He's killed in a particular way. Prince Albert is...
Romulus then is also... and Cain.
Romulus and Cain killed by their brother.
Claudius? No,
Or betrayed by their brother. Who else might be...
I don't know who
I mean, possibly no.
Some of these could be words followed by something else, I feel. Scar and roof.
Raise the roof, raise hell, raise Cain, raise an eyebrow, raise a siege. So that's without roof, that's without eyebrow.
And then
can you guys fit things on it?
Okay, yeah. So...
A dance? A robot is a dance?
Madonna. Oh, the robot
Alan
is a dance.
Partridge. Alan.
Yes, I was thinking Alan Partridge. Famous Allen's.
I Claudius, I Partridge.
Oh, yes.
I Robot.
And I Cain. I mean, can we just hit each one? I'm Madonna. Madonna's probably written a book with Madonna.
I don't think so. I Scar. I Prince Albert. Okay, Corleone. To go back to where you think he.
Corleone, Romulus, Cain, and Claudius was
Okay, what other things here? What's snake
tried that
bites?
before.
Snake bites and Scar.
Snake bite is a drink, but yeah.
Plural.
Scar, of course, from the Lion King.
3 strikes now.
Okay,
Okay,
so
what could...
So we still have I Robot, I Partridge, I Claudius. So let's look at the other 5. So Prince Albert, which is... remember it's 3 strikes.
Sorry.
So
Apologies,
we're confident about those 3.
But I don't think it's be I in front of anything. I think we're stuck
yeah.
on I now.
Yeah, let's
think about something completely different.
We're running out of time. Should we just take a couple of robot Claudius Partridge and we tried everything, haven't we?
Yeah, and Trade because I'm Madonna. It can't be snake bites, can it?
Snake bites could be... Well, we have
Let's go for it.
That's it. You've had your third go and the wall has frozen. But you found 2 groups and I'll give you points if you can tell me the connections. Siege, eyebrow, hell, roof.
Things you can raise.
Things you can raise. And the green group, starting Michael Corleone.
These were all people who betrayed their own brother.
Well, that's right. They're not just that. I mean, what else?
Father, family member.
No, but they killed their brothers.
Oh,
They actually killed their brothers, yes. Michael Corleone in the Godfather films, Romulus and Remus, Cain and Abel, and Scar, the Jeremy Irons character in The Lion King, kills his brother Mufasa. But I reckon murder's a form of betrayal, so I'll give you that. And you can still get points for the connections in the groups you didn't find, so let's resolve the wall. There you go. Madonna, Prince Albert, Traeger's snake bites.
Piercings.
They're all piercings, that's it. And the turquoise group, Libertine, Robot, Claudius, Partridge.
Can it all be preceded by I?
They can. I, Libertine, you didn't actually try. It's sort of literary hoax, a pretend 18th century...
We thought it was the obvious one, we thought we tried it. And then...
You never tried it.
But we didn't push it.
But you found 2 groups, gave you 4 connections. That is a total of 6. Let's have a look at the scores. The Policy Wonks have 12 points. The Beekeepers have 16. And if you like the idea of sorting your honey riders from your kissy Suzukis, then why not go to the website at bbc.co.uk/onlyconnect to find out how to be a contestant on our next series. We are going to play the Missing Vowels round. You'll remember this horror from your opening heats. Fingers on buzzers teams. I can tell you that the first group are all words derived from Swedish. Beekeepers.
Smorgasbord.
Correct. Policy Wonks.
Ombudsman.
Correct. Wonks.
Orienteering?
Yes, it is. Beekeepers.
Tungsten.
Correct. Next category, referees and umpires. Policy Wonks.
Pierluigi Collina.
Well done. Beekeepers.
Dicky Bird.
Lovely. Beekeepers.
John Anderson.
Yes, it is. Beekeepers.
Craig Joubert.
Correct. Next category, an advertising slogan and its company. Policy Wonks.
Every little helps and Tesco.
Yes, it is. Policy Wonks.
Think Different and Apple.
Yep. Beekeepers.
Never Knowingly Undersold and John Lewis.
Correct. Beekeepers.
Just Do It and Nike.
Correct. Next category, films of Fred Astaire. Beekeepers.
Top Hat.
Correct. The rousing chorus of Top Hat followed by the bell spells the end of the quiz. And looking at the final scores, I can tell you that the winners and through to the next round with 24 points are the Beekeepers. Very well done. In second place with an impressive 17 points, but not quite enough tonight, it's the Policy Wonks. Thank you very much for playing. I'm afraid we must say goodbye. And that is the end of the show. It's been a brilliant one, and I'd like to extend it, but unfortunately I'm late for the annual Cryptographers' Ball. It's not actually for a few months, but I need a good long stare at the invitation to figure out where I'm going. Goodbye.